Hey guys, it's me, Allie Nightingale, and I just want to give you a quick, very brief update on what's going on with my album. So, my album is almost finished, but there's been a change of plans regarding the album's release. This is about my album, Hi, I'm Sierra Wolf. I forgot to mention that. But I've talked about this, I've mentioned this on my YouTube channel briefly before. I said I was gonna do a video on this, but for those of you who don't know, this is the album I've been working on for quite some time now. It's been a couple years in the making. And my original plan was to release the album this year in August and present. This album is about a character I created called Sierra Wolf, and I was intending to introduce Sierra Wolf as like a musical alter ego of mine. But to get to the update, the long and short of it is the album's release is being postponed. Now, this is a decision I really had to think about, and it was my A&R rep that I've been working with for the past couple months who really brought this to my attention and challenged me to really think critically about this decision. The reason I made this decision was because, as my A&R pointed out, I haven't really fully established myself as Allie Nightingale yet, so at this point it doesn't really make sense for me to introduce an alter ego so soon. My A&R was concerned that it would cause like a lot of confusion as to whether or not I'm like rebranding or changing up my identity completely. So he was like, you can either stick with Allie Nightingale, fully establish yourself as Allie Nightingale, and save Sierra Wolf for a later time, or you ditch Allie Nightingale altogether and fully immerse yourself as Sierra Wolf. For context, I created Sierra Wolf to help me fully embrace my nerdier side and really lean into it, make it a part of my brand. So I thought about it for a while. I gave it about a week to simmer, and I decided that the former, establishing myself as Allie Nightingale first, made the most sense. Now, it wasn't an easy decision, and it was kind of frustrating since, like I said, this throws a wrench in my original plan, but it makes the most sense. So let me reiterate, the album's not canceled. I'm still working on it. It's almost finished. It just won't be released as my debut album. It might be my second, my third, my fourth album, who knows? And in the grand scheme of things, it really makes sense when you think about it. I mean, like Beyonce, for example, before she released her Sasha Fierce album, she was already well established as Beyonce. Sasha Fierce was her third album. Or if you're a little bit older and you're more familiar with David Bowie, he was David Bowie before he was Ziggy Stardust. You know what I'm saying? I still want to be Allie Nightingale. I've been Allie Nightingale for like the past 5 years almost, and I really want that to be my main identity. So I want to establish myself as Allie Nightingale before I introduce Sierra Wolf formally to all of you. So this album's just going to be sitting in my archive for a while. Like I said, I'm not sure when exactly it will get released. But I did talk with my A&R, and our last meeting he said that he actually wants to hook me up with a songwriter that is also part of my label, and he wants us to work on a song together. So depending on how that goes, chances are we could revisit Sierra Wolf, and some of the songs could get revised. Maybe we could add a couple of new songs. So who knows? We'll see. The disappointing thing is I was going to release this album as a marker of my 5-year anniversary of just working on music. Because, I debuted in 2021, and August of 2026 will mark my 5-year anniversary. So I'll have to come up with something else before then just to celebrate that. But since there's a chance that the album might get revised, I may do a live stream just showcasing the original album, like the original version of the album. So keep an eye out for that. We'll see if any plans change. So to those of you who have been watching me, and to those of you who I've said, oh, you're getting an album in August, you're getting an album this summer, I apologize. That's not happening anymore, but keep your eyes peeled. Like I said, I'll try to come up with something different. And I hope you will continue to support me throughout my creative endeavors, no matter what happens. Regardless of what happens, regardless if plans change, I hope you will continue to support me throughout. I really appreciate y'all for taking the time to just listen in on this update. And I really appreciate y'all for understanding and being patient. Hope you can be patient. Just wait a little while. Just wait a little while longer. Sierra just needs to simmer a bit. Okay, but that's pretty much all I wanted to get into, so hope y'all are having a great day. Hope y'all are staying warm in this cold weather. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.